Yo, what's poppin'? What's going on? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game. What's good? So, in this video, real quick, I wanted to talk about how, certain guys out there think that if they're, frustrated about women, or they think that if they keep venting, about the issues that they have with chicks, or they keep expressing either to women or on the internet that they're having issues with women, that women are somehow going to like change or some shit. Like, they're going to basically stop doing the things they've been doing. They're gonna stop being women and, sort of do the things that these guys expect them to do. So, the reason why I'm even doing this video is because, I was having this little discussion with this dude. He's one of those MGTOW dudes, right? And so he was saying, more and more guys are going to be MGTOW, and so what's going to happen is that these ladies out there, they're going to have to shape up, or else they're not going to have any more guys that's going to want to get with them. So they're gonna like actually do the things that we want them to do once they realize that no guys are fucking with them. Now, this is the shit you guys gotta understand. And this is what is funny about dudes who, they live on the internet and shit. You feel what I'm saying? Because it's a big world out here. The world is bigger than this internet shit. You understand? Women are not going to be running out of men who are trying to have sex with them and fuck them and be with them. It's not gonna happen. You understand? So these women, they really have no incentive to change. You understand what I'm saying? They have no incentive to change. Also, what you have to understand is that these women are only going to change for certain dudes. You understand? See, women are not going to change for MGTOW guys, or, guys who are just sitting there complaining about shit, because the fact that you're sitting there complaining about women, you are the type of guys that women think are unattractive. Do you understand this? Men who sit around and complain about women all the time and what they doing and this and this and that, that's unattractive to women. You understand? Like, see, you gotta understand something about women. See, when you're dealing with chicks and you wanna have sex with them and you wanna, have some sort of relationship with them, you have to ask yourself, do you want to be right, or do you want to have sex? I'm gonna say that again. Do you want to be right, or do you want to have sex? And so what I mean by that is that, do you want to sort of go back and forth and argue with chicks, or do you want to have sex with them and date them and all this other shit, right? Because this is the thing. You have to choose what you want to do. Because truthfully, a lot of the stuff that you guys will complain about and talk about, a lot of this shit is valid, actually. It's actually true. A lot of the shit that, MGTOW dudes will, complain about or whatever, some of this shit is true. But see, the thing is that you got to ask yourself, what's the point? Because the chicks are not going to change, and the only way a chick is going to really change is if she's dealing with a guy who she feels is attractive to her. And you complaining isn't the thing that's attractive. So when she is dealing with a guy who she feels is attractive, you understand? And attractive is a number of different things. It has to do with your swag, your looks, your charisma, your, how you know how to, communicate with a chick. When you're attracted to that girl, she sees you as valuable, and therefore your value is something that's an incentive for her to switch up her bullshit. You understand? Because usually what happens is you have like, two types of guys. You have the guys who are complaining all the time about chicks, and chicks do this and chicks do that, the MGTOW type of dudes. Then you got the dudes who are the players, the ladies' men, the guys who get chicks. Notice the guys who get chicks, if they talk about women, it's more like they'll talk shit or critique, just, you know, like once in a blue just because they're in the actual field all the time with them. But they're not on a constant tirade about, you know, how whack chicks are and, oh, chicks do this and chicks do that. You understand? Because they're actually getting shit popping with these girls. And for the most part, they're dealing with women who are cooperating with them. You see what I'm saying? So these dudes, these are the guys who are attractive to women. So therefore, those women who find these guys attractive, what they do is they cooperate. So therefore, is not as much complaining going on. The complaining is coming from the guys who women don't find attractive. The guys who are, you know, not really getting shit popping with them. You understand? Because all that frustration is coming from your lack of success with the women, right? But see, these women aren't going to change because of that, because you're not really on their radar anyway as a dude who's attractive. You understand that? So, you know, being MGTOW or being the type of dude who's like, oh, I'm just going to sit here and opt out of fucking with chicks, and then all these guys are going to start opting out of fucking with chicks, and then chicks are going to start acting right. You got to understand there's a lot of guys who are not opting out of fucking with girls. You understand what I'm saying? See, don't get fooled with this internet shit. The world is fucking huge, dude. Like, this dude's out here every night at the club, at the bars, hollering at chicks. The chicks is hollering back at them, and they're making it happen. You understand? Like, the thing is, women will complain about the fact that they can't find a good man, that they, can't get a boyfriend. But let me tell you guys a secret. Most chicks, it's not about them actually getting a boyfriend or a man. They just like the journey or the aspect of thinking that they're going to get a man, and that journey includes them interacting with guys and having sex and hooking up and doing all this other stuff, which they get to do. So they're not really missing out on anything because they're still getting it from guys who actually want to give it. They're getting it from guys who are out here, you know, hollering at chicks. But see, the thing is, you are on the sidelines complaining, but it's not really doing anything for you. So the thing is, this is what I say. I say, if you're complaining, just to complain, and you want to frustrate, you know, to get your frustrations out, you know, that's cool if you want to do that. But if you're doing that under the sort of like impression that that's going to change women's behavior, you are sadly mistaken. Okay? It's not going to work out for you, bro. I'm telling you. So the only way, if you actually, because this is the thing, most of these guys who are MGTOW or who, you know, are on that type of shit of, oh, I don't approach women anymore or whatever. The only thing that's going to help you if you're still trying to fuck with chicks is you got to be fucking attractive. And all that complaining shit ain't attractive. This is what I'm trying to say to you guys. It's real simple. And so they're not going to change because of the complaining. You understand? And when I say change, what I mean is that a chick, she has a choice of how she's going to react to you or act towards you, right? So you could have the same woman who's going to sort of like act differently to two different people. You understand what I'm saying? So that means, you know, you could be talking to a girl and she could be a complete bitch to you, and I could be talking to her and she's like super nice and cooperative. You see what I'm saying? So it's not that she's just a bitch. It's just she's switching up, she's changing for the guy who she is attracted to, or who she feels attraction for. But all the bitching and complaining is not gonna help, because you see, in your mind, you're thinking, oh, I'm gonna have all these guys, we're gonna have this movement of all these guys who are not gonna be fucking with these girls, and then these girls aren't gonna have any guys to deal with, and then they're gonna have to listen or change and listen to what we're saying so we could get them. You feel what I'm saying? And, you know, a lot of these MGTOW dudes, they're on that pump and dump shit or whatever. They say, no, we just pumping and dumping, which most of these dudes ain't pumping and dumping, because most of these dudes, don't even get the opportunity to pump anyway. So let's cut that bullshit. But the thing is, if you were pumping and dumping, you would most likely not be MGTOW, because in order to pump and dump, you got to be that attractive dude who's getting girls interested in you to the point where they actually want to just fuck you. You understand? And if you want girls to fuck you and do all this other stuff, you got to be that attractive dude. And you can't be that attractive dude complaining and bitching about chicks and expecting them to change based off of your complaining and bitching. You understand? Because first of all, you got to say something about women. Women don't like criticism, even if what you're saying is right. Because listen, I totally agree with some of the shit y'all be saying. You understand? I'm not even saying y'all wrong, but you got to understand the difference. You know, you got to understand women, and this is why I said, do you want to be right or do you want to fuck? You understand? It's just like if I'm on a date with a girl, she could say something that's totally goofy that doesn't make any sense. She could say the fucking sun is cold and the sun isn't, you know, is the color of the sun is black or something like that. I'm not gonna sit there and argue and correct her. You know, I could if I want, but if we get into a goddamn back and forth argument about why she's wrong and why I'm right, that's drying up the pussy, and I'm not gonna have sex. So a lot of times it's your ego that wants you to be right. So you're like, oh, well, I'm right and she's wrong and this is bullshit, blah, blah, blah. But you know, are you trying to fuck or are you trying to be right? Now, if you want to be right, then be right all day. You understand what I'm saying? And see, there's a time to be right and a time to smash. You be right when you're trying to upgrade the chick, right? And a lot of chicks aren't even, you know, qualified for that upgrade. So that's a whole nother story. But, you know, I'll talk about that in another video. But at the end of the day, you guys got to understand that the bitching and complaining ain't gonna work. It's like, you know, you guys think you're going on strike, and you forget that there's a large number of guys who still are gonna try to fuck, date, and even marry some of these chicks. So, so you gotta understand that, you know, if you want shit to change with these chicks, because this is what most of you guys are actually out there doing, because, you know, you could bullshit everybody else, but you can't bullshit me. If you want that change to happen, you have to be that attractive motherfucker. You understand? You got to be that dude, and that's the only time she's going to switch up for you. Other than that, you are just arguing with the wind. You feel what I'm saying? You're talking to yourself, all right? So that's pretty much it. Listen, guys, I'm out of here. Remember, the truth is inside you. Peace. I'm gone. Now, before you turn off this video, make sure you click the link below to get the Mr. Locario 30-minute game session. Now, this is a private one-on-one coaching session between me and you where we chop up game for a half an hour. So make sure you click that link below to get the Mr. Locario 30-minute game session. Hey, what's up? It's dating and life coach Mr. Locario. Go to badboymembership.com and master the dating game by joining my Bad Boy membership program. In this program, you'll receive 45 to 90-minute, easy-to-follow, step-by-step dating advice tutorials that's guaranteed to help you attract, date, and have sex with beautiful women. Join the Bad Boy membership today by going to badboymembership.com. That's badboymembership.com.